Have you ever felt constantly exhausted no matter how well you eat? Or wondered why, despite following a healthy diet, your body feels sluggish, gets sick easily, and struggles to lose weight? Perhaps it's time to ask a critical question. Is it true that the body needs constant nourishment to heal itself? Dr. Benjamin Adams, author of Metabolic Freedom, has shared that we've been programmed with flawed ideas about nourishing our bodies. In fact, eating too frequently is the root cause of many chronic diseases, including cancer. Sounds counterintuitive to what you've been taught, right? But let's broaden our perspective a bit. It all starts with insulin resistance, a condition affecting most older adults. People with type 2 diabetes, belly fat, or chronic fatigue. The scariest part, insulin resistance isn't caused by eating too much, it's caused by eating too often. Every time you eat even a small snack, a glass of fruit juice, or a handful of nuts, your body releases insulin. According to Dr. Jason Parker, a leading expert on intermittent fasting, insulin is the switch that controls fat storage and the body's ability to heal itself. When insulin levels are constantly high, like when you eat 5 or 6 meals a day, your body never gets a chance to recover. Cells become clogged, unable to access energy, leading to metabolic dysfunction, fat accumulation, weakened immunity, and a higher risk of chronic diseases. This explains why so many people who eat scientifically by splitting meals into smaller portions end up gaining weight and feeling tired. They've fallen into the trap of classic advice: eat before a meal to avoid overeating, or eat 6 small meals to keep your metabolism going. But the truth is, frequent eating is the silent enemy killing your health. So what happens if you stop eating not just for one meal, but for 3 days? That's when your body activates its most profound healing mechanisms. Intermittent fasting and extended fasting are key. When you don't eat for a few hours, insulin levels drop. By 16 to 18 hours of fasting, your body enters fat-burning mode and you start feeling different, clearer mind, flatter stomach, uplifted mood. But if you push through to 24 or 48 hours, your body shifts to an entirely new level of recovery. Dr. Eric Bennett, a world-renowned natural health expert, says that after 1 to 2 days without food, you're not just burning fat, you're cleansing your entire system. During this phase, your body depletes glycogen, the sugar stored in your liver. When glycogen runs out, you'll notice rapid weight loss, mainly due to water loss, as glycogen holds water like a sponge. That's why the scale drops dramatically in the first days of extended fasting. But don't be fooled, this isn't fat loss yet. Fat loss happens more gradually, but is more sustainable. When you surpass 36 to 48 hours without eating, about 87% of your body's energy comes from ketones, a clean fuel produced from fat that's incredibly beneficial for your brain and heart. And that's not all. Another remarkable process kicks in: autophagy. Simply put, it's like an oven's self-cleaning mode. Autophagy eats damaged cells, misfolded proteins, and hidden viruses in your body, recycling them to create new, healthy cells. Dr. Yoshinori Osaka, who won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering autophagy, called it the body's internal recycling machine, rejuvenating you from within without any drugs. The fascinating thing, autophagy doesn't happen when you're eating, even if it's just a few vitamins or a healthy juice. It's most powerfully triggered when you consume nothing at all. Isn't that ironic? We think eating helps the body recover, but fasting done right unlocks the deepest healing potential. You don't need to jump into a 3-day fast right away. You can start by narrowing your eating window to 6 hours a day, for example, eating only from noon to 6 p.m. This is intermittent fasting in the 18-6 format. A gentle approach with clear benefits like rapid belly fat loss, improved mood and alertness, reduced inflammation, and stronger immunity. Once you're comfortable with intermittent fasting, you can level up to 24 or 48-hour fasts, where true recovery begins. So, what happens when you stop eating entirely for 3 days? What changes in your brain, immune system, and even dormant viruses in your body? Let's dive deeper in the next part. When you continue fasting for 48 to 72 hours, your body activates even more profound recovery mechanisms that no drug supplement or diet can replicate. Dr. Eric Bennett describes that during extended fasting, insulin drops to its lowest levels, which is fantastic for your health. As insulin decreases, a cascade of healing pathways opens up. One of the biggest shifts is in fuel metabolism. After 2 to 3 days without food, your body stops relying on sugar for energy. Instead, 80% of your energy comes from ketones, a biofuel produced from fat. Ketones aren't just a backup fuel, they're actually better than sugar for your brain. That's why many people after 2 days of fasting describe a feeling of mental clarity, like their mind suddenly lights up. One of Dr. Benjamin Adams' patients who struggled with depression for a decade shared that after her first 3-day fast, she felt an inner peace that no medication had ever provided. Of course, not everyone has the exact same experience, but the positive effects of ketones on the mind are well documented by science. At the same time, cellular cleanup reaches its peak. Your body starts clearing out not only old cells and damaged proteins, but also latent viruses that have been quietly lingering for years. Did you know that viruses like Epstein-Barr or herpes, which have no definitive cure, can be cleared through extended fasting, no food, no drugs, just your body healing itself when given time and silence? Dr. Vanessa Gordon, a renowned researcher in aging and fasting, published that after 72 hours of fasting, your immune system is rebuilt from scratch. Old, worn-out immune cells are cleared out, making way for new, stronger ones. This isn't just theory, it's being applied in research for cancer treatment, autoimmune disorders, and metabolic issues. You don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars on stem cell therapies because your body naturally produces stem cells during fasting. Yes, you heard that right. Stem cells, which people pay thousands for, can be activated for free when you don't eat. There's more during these 72 hours. Growth hormone, one of the key hormones for building muscle-burning fat and slowing aging, surges by over 2,000%. Many worry that fasting for so long will cause muscle loss, but the answer is no if done correctly. When insulin drops, growth hormone rises, and ketones kick in, your body doesn't tap into muscle for energy. On the contrary, extended fasting helps protect muscle and supports tissue repair. You'll notice this if you exercise regularly. After a 2 to 3 day fast, followed by proper refeeding, your muscles feel firmer, lighter, and recover faster. However, doing it right is critical. You can't jump into a 3-day fast unprepared, and you definitely can't refeed carelessly. If you end a long fast and immediately eat a bowl of pasta, a milk tea, or a few donuts, you're shocking your system. Many people experience nausea, diarrhea, or even a drop in blood pressure because they eat too much too fast. The solution: refeed gradually. Start with a warm cup of bone broth. Wait a few hours for your body to adjust. Then try some lightly steamed vegetables or a boiled egg. Only when your body feels stable should you move to a larger meal. Ideally, stick to a low-carb diet to avoid spiking insulin too sharply. In short, a 3-day fast isn't about starving yourself. It's a guided journey of recovery. When done with intention, It's one of the most powerful natural therapies you can give your body. After 72 hours without food, your body reaches its deepest stage of renewal. Your immune system is rebooted. Stem cells multiply, autophagy peaks, clearing damaged cells, latent viruses, and even factors linked to cancer or autoimmune diseases. Your body isn't just surviving, it's regenerating. You might feel a mental lightness, like you've meditated for 3 days. Your body feels reset, no more cravings, bloating, or sluggishness. Surprisingly, many people say that after 3 days without food, they feel healthier than when they were eating fully. But the prerequisite is preparation and proper refeeding. So, how can you start safely? Not everyone should dive into a 3-day fast right away, especially if you have underlying conditions, are on medication, or have never fasted before. Here's advice from the experts. Start with intermittent fasting 16-8 or 18-6. Narrow your eating window to a specific time like noon to 6 p.m. and only consume water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee, no sugar, no milk outside that window. Stick to this for 1 to 2 weeks to let your body adapt to using fat for fuel. Gradually increase to 24 or 48-hour fasts. Once your body adjusts, try skipping dinner and eating again at lunch the next day. Slowly work up to 2 days without food, but always prioritize water, salt, and electrolytes. Stay hydrated and replenish electrolytes. Drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Use about a teaspoon of natural sea salt per day, divided into small amounts mixed into water. Electrolytes like potassium and magnesium are crucial. Without them, you may experience cramps, a racing heart, or fatigue. Avoid any caloric intake, even small amounts. Some think a bit of bone broth or a few drops of lemon are fine, but any calories trigger insulin and disrupt deep fasting. Prepare carefully for refeeding. As mentioned, this is where things can go wrong. Don't waste 3 days of fasting effort with a bowl of instant noodles or a plate of white rice. Start with gentle, easy-to-digest foods, a warm cup of unsalted bone broth, some lightly steamed vegetables, a boiled egg. Wait a few hours before eating more. After a day of light eating, gradually return to normal meals, prioritizing low-sugar, low-carb foods, plenty of vegetables and healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or fatty fish. Most importantly, you don't need to fast for 3 days every week to be healthy. Simply understanding the mechanism and applying it flexibly gives your body a powerful healing tool. Whether you fast for 18 hours daily or try a 48-hour fast once a month, you're helping your body clear out, trash, rejuvenate, and restore balance. You can make it a regular natural therapy or simply use it to listen to your body, better breaking free from the psychological hunger we've been conditioned to feel since childhood. As Dr. Benjamin Adams says in Metabolic Freedom, your body doesn't lack food, it lacks time to heal. If you're curious, excited, or just starting to explore, don't hesitate to try. Start slowly, be patient, and within a few weeks, you'll notice changes in your energy, skin, sleep, and mood that you never expected. Small daily changes can lead to massive transformations in your health and longevity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Life Lessons channel, and share your thoughts or fasting experiences in the comments. The Life Lessons team, led by Anna Young, can't wait to hear your story. Wishing you a joyful, healthy, and vibrant life at every age.